All right, guys. Last story for you guys here today. I went over a little bit of this last week. Basically, the gerrymandered maps the Texas Republicans are trying to do. Mid-century or mid-decade redistricting. Uh, Usually doesn't happen. Usually happens every 10 years. They redid it in 2020. Now they're redoing it here in 2025 because basically Donald Trump told Greg Abbott, I need 5 more House seats because he's going to get his ass whooped next year in the 2026 midterms. And it's pretty obvious because the admin doing terrible things, and they should get a shellacking next year by the Democrats. But here we go. So that they're basically having like pretty much a vote here for this gerrymandered map or whatever, and you have to have 100 of the 150 house of the House of Texas to be able to vote, just like the at the federal level. You have to have a certain amount of people there, and if they're not there, then they can't vote. Basically with a filibuster. I don't know what it is in the House. I'm pretty sure it's you got to have at least 60 people there in the Senate for you to even vote for something. So they can't do anything as long as more than 50 people are out of state, which is what the Democrats are doing. It's like they have over 50 and they all either went to New York or Illinois. So the story here is I chose this X post by this guy named Christopher Webb because it's so true. He basically points out that they're doing this exact same thing in the House as when Speaker Johnson put them at recess for the month of August, so they wouldn't have to release the Epstein files like Ro Khanna and other people were asking them to do. And they have to come back in a month. But, this is just a filibuster. Same thing as what they're doing in Texas. But Greg Abbott is threatening them, as you can see, as this article from the Texas Tribune. He's threatening them with basically removal from office and arrest if they don't come back within a day. Actually, he says August 4th, which is today at 3 o'clock. Which is 40 minutes from now, and I don't think they're all going to be back by then. But I guess it only needs 100 people out of the 150 to vote on said gerrymandered map. But I'll just read this from this article. It says, Governor Greg Abbott threatens Texas House Democrats will remove from office for fleeing state. The governor also alleged absending Democrats may have committed felonies by fundraising to cover the 500-day of fines they will face under House rules, whatever. Probably bullshit, but I don't know, to be honest. This truancy ends now. Abbott said in a letter sent to each of the departed members, the listed Democrat House members must return to Texas and be in attendance when the House reconvenes at 3 p.m. on Monday, August 4th, which is 38 minutes from now from when I'm recording this. If they are not back by then, Abbott said he would initiate legal action to remove them from office. He cited a non-binding 2021 legal opinion from Attorney General Ken Paxton, who said it would be up to a court to decide whether a lawmaker who had left the state to deny quorum had forfeited their office. If a court were to decide that the legislators had vacated their offices, Abbott would be permitted to fill those seats with appointees of his choosing. So basically, if the courts ruled that with them leaving and not coming back, basically filibustering by leaving, that's them forfeiting their seats, and Abbott can fill those seats whatever appointed person he wants to, basically whatever Republicans he wants to, which is pretty much irrelevant at this point in my eyes, I think, because he has the votes to obviously get this map put through already. You don't want to see anybody removed from office because of this. Obviously, my opinion on the whole gerrymander map is bullshit, but I mean, it is what it is. and California has to fight back. That's the only way. That you're gonna see some approval from the Democratic Party at this point. Even I think this is pretty popular. If you had a poll on this among Democrats, should California wipe out the 9 seats that the Republicans have now in a gerrymander map? That'd probably poll at 70-80% countrywide. So yeah, my whole thought on this is you really, from my knowledge, you can't really do anything about it. They're cheating in my eyes. It is what it is, though. This, I don't think this is anything like illegal or anything like that. But, definitely disingenuous. I'd say that for sure. But, the Democrat of old that's really starting to be unpopular would sit back and just let it happen. You can't let that happen. You gotta fight fire with fire. You gotta gerrymander New York, Illinois, and California is the big one that needs to be gerrymandered. But it's not as easy as Texas, where you just need where the legislator can just gerrymander the map by themselves. California, you have to go through like a committee, and the committee's pretty split. It's like 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, and 4 independents. So you need the independent support. And it's not like, where it's just all the Republicans in Texas can just gerrymander the map mid-decade. Same with New York. In Illinois, I'm pretty sure they can do it. Where it's kind of like the same, where it's just with the state legislator. Same as Texas, and that's all Democrats, so they could probably do it there more easily. But it's not a lot of seats compared to like Texas, where it's 5 seats, and California, where it's 9 seats. They can remove. But yeah, we really need to make those maneuvers happen. I think they can hold a vote on it this year in like November because you have to hold a vote on it to get the map put through, basically. So if they have that this year, they can put that map in by the midterms in 2026 and then wipe out the maps. So yeah, that's probably the correct route. That like I said, that poll tremendous with Democrats. And seeing those numbers, like I made a video on last week of how the Democrats are falling so bad with their base, and nobody's liking where that party's going. Basically, in my opinion, it comes down to fight. What they look like. They look like they're just laying down, and there's no fight to them at all. That's basically what it's coming down to, in my opinion. So, this is one of the first steps of getting your approval rating back with the base. Fight for something. The Republicans are trying to take the seats. Take their seats. Just match fire with fire. I think that's what we want to see. And hopefully Gavin Newsom and California Democrats do that. Same anywhere else, especially if Florida's going to follow suit in the same way as Texas. I'm sure they will, especially if California starts to do it. I'm sure Texas will start to do the maps as well, to be honest. So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys on this one. It's a really short story. But yeah.